Hi YouTube, my name is Gene. Well, today I want to show you the Reflectix window covers I made for my 4Runner. I'll show you how I made them, then I'll walk you through and share a few of my thoughts on how they've worked so far and how I use them. Here we go. First thing I did, of course, was measure the windows, the length and the height around the vehicle, and then I bought 2 rolls of Reflectix right here. Bought it off Amazon. Each roll is 10 feet in length and 20 inches high, and that gave me enough coverage for the window height. Then I went into Home Depot and I bought a roll of this, I call it masking paper. It was in the painter's department. It's kind of got a waxy finish or surface coating to it, and that paper was very useful in order to make the templates for each window. You can press that paper up in the windows, and the waxy coating of it helps it stay up inside the windows so that you can take a marker and run a trace line along the inside of the window, and then you can use that to as your cut line for your template. So I made 3 templates for the passenger side front window, passenger rear, and this back passenger side cargo window. And then actually I made a 4th template for this rear window. After I had the templates, I cut them out, and I'll show you what one looks like here. This to stay down. There's one of the paper templates I made. Once I had the template, you don't have to do this step, but I did. I transferred that and traced it onto a piece of cardboard and made this little cardboard template. So when I was finished, I had 3 paper templates, 1 for each window, 3 cardboard templates, 1 for each window, and you can use those. They just reverse sides, so that's all you need. So once I had the cardboard templates, I rolled out the Reflectix, laid the template down, traced it with a Sharpie marker, and I cut the Reflectix. I use 2 things. I use a little razor knife here, see that, and then I just used a pair of scissors. I also used some blue tape to hold up the paper on the windows. So once I had all the pieces cut and made, I painted one side of them. I'll come back to that in a minute, but let me first show you the templates in the window. Here's one of them. That's what it looks like. Some people use magnets or Velcro. I don't. When I cut the templates and did my marks, I always kind of favored the outer edge to make them just a little bit larger, and because I wanted them to fit snug in the window. And for the most part, they have. Occasionally, I'll use a piece of blue tape just to tape it in, hold it in place when I need to. I'll show you this one here. There's that one. This one could use a little piece of blue tape. The other thing is the finish. Let's talk about the finish for a minute. Of course, one side is silver, but I painted one side black. Actually, I painted it with a matte black finish spray paint, 2 coats. And I didn't want to use satin, I didn't want to use semi-gloss, and I certainly didn't want to use gloss. I wanted to use a matte black In my view, that just reduces the reflection down. If headlights are coming, you're camped at night, and you know, there's headlights nearby, it just reduces the reflection off your window covers. So let me shut this back door, and then I'll give you a view of what it looks like inside the vehicle. All right, looking in from the passenger side front window. Let's see if I can do this. One thing I want to mention about the silver on the inside, what I've found useful is camping at night, using a headlamp inside the vehicle here at night or a small LED light. The silver really helps. It reflects some light off the light you're using into the cab, and it makes it just brightens it up a little bit at night. People can't see in, but it makes it brighter for you on the inside. It's just reflective light. So I found that very useful. Let's see what else. On the front, I use a couple of different things. Right now I'm just using an inexpensive 99-cent store. I bought this little sunshade, sun visor, and I have a couple of other things that I use, but right now I'm using that one. The last thing I'll mention is, in case it helps someone, go around here to the other side. Another thing you can do is, I bought a throw from the dollar store, and when I need to, for security, I can drape it over the top of the front driver's seat headrest, the front passenger headrest to the front driver's seat headrest, and I can drape that throw over here and just let it fall down, and that adds another kind of level of privacy or security when needed, and also I think it helps hold in some heat. Oh, let's talk about the main two features. Obviously, during the summer, you can put the silver side out. You just switch one side of it over to the other side and vice versa. And of course that will help bounce the light off and reflect the heat off the vehicle, and I think keeps it cooler inside the vehicle, or at least prevents some of the heat, the direct sunlight, from getting in. So the second thing is, in the winter, I've camped in the Sierras, temperatures below 32 degrees, and in my view, they've served as a second insulation barrier inside the windows. And I was very grateful I had them. I think it helped me retain more heat inside the vehicle with those. The very last thing I'll mention is, they're lightweight. They do take up some space, but actually, if you're at a trailhead or you're camping at night and they're up in the windows, I've found that it's not an issue because they're not in the way. They're up in the windows. All right, y'all, so that's how I made my Reflectix window covers for my 4Runner, and those are a few thoughts on how I use them. And overall, been very pleased with them. They've been a very good solution, and I think that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below the video, and I'll do my best to reply. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. That's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.